Ready? For what?
Michelle, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards.
Cue mysterious music for a magical press conference.
Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder.
Ah, I see.
But
Hmm?
But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly.
How is what you witnessed and what you saw differently? They're both pretty much the same thing!
She's getting a little forgetful in old age. What? I saw the most important moment of the night.
The most important moment? You don't mean...
Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you really should be polite. Really, kids these days.
Please, tell me, what did you see? Ah, fudge!
Holy schmoly. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder ain't?
Please don't stay into another tangent, please.
If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this old lady a present.
Guess we're gonna have to if we're gonna open those 4 psych locks on her. Alright. Let's head to the hallway.
March 21st, Gatewater Hotel. Viola room.
Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere.
Oh, got to roll up the sleeves and try, I guess.
March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, hallway. Hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer.
Lotta.
Hey, Mr. Cop fella. The thief showed his face.
What?
Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty.
What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright?
Looky here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera. C-A-M-E-R-A. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera.
Your camera?
Look, don't lots of people say their criminals always go back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are.
Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble.
Huh?
So, you lost your camera?
I ain't no ordinary camera. It ain't no ordinary camera. Y'all buy in a store, and it's 1,600 brand new. But didn't you just say you bought it for 700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store, about 5 hours, I reckon. I made a itty bitty scratch on it, and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me the talking to, and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry that night. When did you lose your camera? Last night, after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie.
Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours?
I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. Besides, couldn't get anything from a big scoop.
I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder.
Probably is.
Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder.
Well, From before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Engard was arrested.
What were you doing here?
Are you sure you went to school, city boy? Whatever lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found. Big scoop to be had.
A big scoop?
I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
I wonder what scoop she was after this time.
Although I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time.
Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop?
Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof?
What kind of story is it that you would hang around here?
Cyclops, because everybody has secrets. This one's too. Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know.
Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
Because they're human, Phoenix. Oh, yeah. Take that, Mr. Lawyer.
I'm glad somewhere around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your eye rule smile. I'll come back for yours two, Cyclops, later. Let's head back to the Let's head to hotel room. Which one?
March 21st, Gatewater Hotel. Guard's hotel room. We may as well go through our client's place first.
Yes.
Really?
We're in Mr. Matt Ungard's dressing room. This is our client's room.
Sorry. May I help you with something?
We're...
You're Mr. Lawyer, correct? I gather as much. I also look like lawyers on my end, but to no avail.
How did you know that I'm a lawyer?
I'm just saying that he was your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use to work would be his lawyer. Wow. Simple deduction, really. Trial is tomorrow. Mr. situation is looking good. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case. Correct?
Well, you're not totally right, but not totally off either.
It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I'm Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business.
Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving.
I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing there, correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
And I will tell you. For the award ceremony, I had dinner in this very room, I might add.
Dinner? What did you eat?
I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you would understand.
I bet she's a lot of fun with pirates. Parties.
I do like pirates. They're very fun. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola's home.
And after the show ended, you came back to this room?
No, I had some small errands to run.
Of course.
With the preparations for the
Oh. Preparations for the post-ceremony show? I guess.
When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to Collins to After that, I went to visit Mr. Cole.
And that's when you found his body, correct?
He really held strong through everything.
Yeah. She does seem to be mentally tough as nails. before I press her on that one. Did you know the victim, Mr. Correa?
Yes. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most uninteresting things. Either one of them weren't so stubborn, maybe no one would have together.
I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Correa is killed. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Correa was murdered?
Why would you ask me about such a thing?
I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Ah, come on! Miss Andrews?
Sorry. But there's nothing more to add to this conversation.
Yeah, 4 of them. There's going to be more and more of these lately. So about you and...
Don't expect me to believe you haven't been talking to me about how we
Sorry?
I have no idea why Mr. Miller chose you as his name.
Why did she have to go and say something like that?
Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright?
Okay.
I don't give you your name, right? But I'll add that I'm Mr. Umbert's
His manager. Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Correa, have one? I'm afraid of that. He didn't?
Global Studios has a very different policy in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars.
I see.
And this industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya.
Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? That's it for her for now. We'll be back on those Cyclops.
Have fun.
Now the other guy.
Holy teddy bears. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Karada's hotel room. Mr. Nick, where are we?
We're in Mr. Juan Corrida's room, Pearls.
Mr. Corrida?
The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you!
Ow.
So, what happened? The kidnapper! Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Engard's acquittal. You're doing okay, pal? Hang in there. Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. My neck is on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel. Here you go, little missy.
Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you.
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good.
Map.
That's great, Pearls.
Mr. Nick.
It's okay, I'll probably help you out with that later. Alright, Gumshoe, what do you got for us? Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the scene of the crime should tell you, Al. The scene of the crime? Yeah, here's a picture.
Was he poisoned? Oh,
There's a
no,
knife in his
okay.
chest. Yeah, pal, that's a murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death? They're looking at the fingerprints down to the lab now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yup. And it looks like they're pretty sure that Mr. Ungard's prints as well. That's bad. Real bad. Why was Mr. Ungard arrested? Because we had evidence on him.
Evidence?
It looks like the victim, Juan Corrida, really put up a big fight. Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Sort of. Well, yeah, during the fight, this button came off. Mr. Ungard said something about a button. Something like one of the Gem Ninja's buttons got caught on his Hakama? But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who was it? That lady, Miss Oldbag. Please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention, there's something at the crime scene that was a little off. Something that was a little off? As in, that's for you to figure out, pal!
They didn't tell us everything about. Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
Examining time. Let's take a look over here at that glass over there. It's a beautiful wine glass,
That's
but
a parfait glass.
there's tomato juice in it? There's a lot of it in the bottle table over there. That's probably where this came from. What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken, and the makeup is strewn everywhere.
Why is the glass the only thing that's still alright? You'd think the killer would try to use the glass for it.
Case. This is a guitar case, I guess.
Where's the guitar?
A little beat up, but still usable. Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show?
Phoenix, he brought the case. But Mystic said the bright red guitar was
That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on the top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it?
Hey, Gumshoe. So about this wine glass. So you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute! So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's coming here? Yeah, she's coming. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. I think it'd be best if you didn't bump into her here. You can bet the interest I see in... You can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash.
There she is.
What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Whenever I hear that sound for some reason, she pops up out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that did happen last time. Sorry, I've got to make myself scarce. Later, pal. Ow! Too late.
At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr.
Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change?
So you decide to steal information from something hopeless It's very dishonorable.
Ow!
Hey, don't you dare run away, Scruffy McTrenchcoat.
Ah.
I didn't think the detectives of this country could change. Detective, come over here for a second.
Ouch! Ow! 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 Ouch!
I feel better knowing at least you were a man enough to face your punishment.
He was so scared, he just froze up in the spot.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine.
Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you?
What? Come, Scarface. The investigation briefing is about to begin.
Yes, sir.
This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor.
Ow. Now, what did she throw at me? What is this? Well, I guess this means I've got to get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? If you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. Been a while since we've been to the, precinct.
Last one was during Ashworth's trial. Yeah.
Rise from the Ashes, yeah, that was the case. We haven't been there since. And next up is the, this hall.
March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall.
Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, some people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Why am I not surprised? Well, let's see if we can get any information out of you. First things first, let's present the secretary's profile. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit, but just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman? What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, there's one thing I don't really know her. You know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. Ah, if you're interested, I can give you a little bit of the details. He's so happy he looks like a lion that's just found his next meal. Would you mind telling me about the gossip?
Ah, so you're interested in it too. I figured you would be.
Yeah.
I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too.
Oh, really? You too, huh?
Yeah, take a look at this.
Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Gemin Midnight Rendezvous.
To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars of Miss AA. You see now, don't you?
What?
You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Right. Juan Cordia didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA,
Adrian Andrews?
yes, exactly. But this is big news.
But it seems kind of old. That woman, Miss Andrews. Together with the biggest rival of her client?
It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people.
Swear to God, she was killed because they both loved her.
Mr. Powers looks so happy.
Rose is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling.
Well, the saying goes that one man's garbage is another man's treasure.
Now we got something for Oldbag. So, what's the Jammin' Ninja show like?
It started from the remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin' Ninja is like the samurai shows, aimed towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't climb a wall, but became a big pop star.
What?
He was a really lousy ninja, absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing! With this trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm.
A ninja with a bright red guitar.
And then the final fight with Front in front of his beloved Princess Mizala. Jammin' versus the Monarchy 5. Suddenly, a brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3.
That's too bad for him.
Yeah. But this kind of pop music-based love story is coming something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja. Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Missoula?
Every Sunday at 8 p.m. a.m.
Which show should I watch? Huh.
I can't believe she's really considering it. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai show?
Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an ancient action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to the Steel Samurai.
I see.
This time, there are 3 samurai brothers: Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course, the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why in Neo Tokyo.
I see. Wait! A love what?
A love why. This girl, Seo, works at a tea shop and all 3 guys fall in for her at the same time.
Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl.
Anyway, Sheo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader.
Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet times 3.
Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo. Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week.
I can't believe she's really considering it. And that's it for him, so I guess we gotta go talk to Miss Oldbag again. It's time to open those side locks on her. These should hopefully be easy. Take that! Time to open those psych locks.
Alright, I'll be honest with you for now.
Then please, tell us what you saw.
But aw, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you young'uns' expense. Because I am a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Here, take this. Take that!
You're on guard's one.
Well, yes, but
Then forget it. There's no way I'm telling you.
wrong item. I can fix
Because
that
I'm
easy.
a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply you're a bad person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. And I can fix that mistake easy with this. Wait. Ah, fudge, did I forget to pick it up? I did, I forgot to pick it up, damn it. We'll be right back. Just gotta pick up something I forgot.
Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
It's got Mr. Cordia's name written on it, so it's his autograph.
I thought that she gave that to you. She threw it at you.
I thought she did too, but for some reason I had to examine to get it.
I can't read it all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this.
It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says, "To my dearest Wendy," in more normal letters here?
This is sloppy under writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on.
Hmm?
Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before.
Really? Really?
Okay, now we got what we need. Now we can talk to her.
Sometimes Phoenix
Sometimes I jump ahead of things that I know I'm doing.
I mean, he knows her name is Wendy Olbeck.
I know. Now we've gotcha. So I'm just gonna skip ahead of the dialogue, since we've already read him. Take that. Take that!
That's one's autograph.
Yes, it is.
And it even says, "To my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Olbeck, so that Wendy has to be me, right?
Well, it may say Wendy, but somehow I wouldn't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it.
Oh, please give it to me. Let me have it, please.
I can't let you have it. It's just like that.
Yes. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange?
Wow, she must really want this autograph.
My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Right, you win. Wendy Obey agreed to open up her heart, all for my dearest Juan. The food?
Easiest Cyclock ever,
Yeah.
despite that mistake I made earlier. Alright, now that we got that cleared up.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room.
You're kidding!
Oh no.
It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet minding my own business.
And? Did you tell that the police?
Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it, maybe more.
Gift certificate?
I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow.
Oh boy.
This time you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty.
But Mr. Ingard hasn't done anything yet.
I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just did. That yellow belly chicken.
Yellow belly. What would that look like?
I trust my senses, and I know when someone did something bad. And I say he did it.
What did Mr. Ungard ever do to her to deserve this? What did Mr. Ungard do to you to make you so...
You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan.
Mr. Nick,
What is it?
what's a scandal?
Something I hope you never have to learn about. Oh, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay?
Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress.
Mr. Nick, vials and vials.
How about we just listen to what Miss Olbag has to say for now? Okay, Pearls? Oh, Miss Olbag, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy. He shoved the girl into Juan on purpose.
His own manager? But why?
I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud.
Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyways, Miss Oldbag?
I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
And do you have proof that Mr. Ungard did what you say he did?
Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so.
Of course, a tabloid.
Next week doesn't mean something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that? And where did she get it? Unfortunately, that's it we're all gonna get from her. Time to go talk to, Miss Lotta Hart, who's in the hallway. We're almost done. Hello, Lotta. Time to open your Cyclox. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, where were you loitering around? Why were you loitering around the victim's room?
I told you I didn't I? From a scoop.
What I want to know about this are the details of this scoop.
That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that There's my bread and butter.
Alright then. An unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop? I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal.
Ah,
Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Cordia and this person?
this woman.
She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Ungard's manager.
Huh?
The Nickel Samurai's manager, caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin Samurai. Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it?
You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make papers. You gotta have backup.
Backup.
Yeah. You gotta have that. That's what it uses.
You mean news source?
That's it. So show me something that shows that one guy had something with Miss Andrews.
Yeah. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid, Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
Ah.
Mr. Corita didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Ungard's manager, Adrian Andrews, she has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Corita's store last night. Cyclops unlocked. You were looking into Mr. Corita's and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you?
You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop. I'd catch him in a secret mission.
But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news.
What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's why I was doing it.
Oh,
I'm gonna whip up that reader's interest with some gossiping. A little misleading. And spice it all up a little and have myself an exclusive story.
Wow, Lotta. Nice journalistic integrity you got there.
I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know. The paper I wrote it on. My note to yourself. It was inside the case of my $600 gift. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me.
Yeah, I understand.
It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now, anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me.
You really want that note back, huh?
I think go back, how's that?
I've got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Time to go pay a visit to Criminal Affairs.
Oh, we get to talk to Gummy?
Yeah.
Why is there a Pokemon? I think I asked that last time. That's
You
the
did.
mascot, right?
That's the mascot, the Blue Badger.
It looks like a Pokemon. March 21st, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Hey, so you came, pal?
Why the blunt greeting?
Because there's nothing to be rather happy about.
What do you mean by that?
Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight.
But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean the evidences are airtight?
I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces. And both of them are in this photo.
So,
The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your body search on Mr. On Guard.
Yup,
I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is
the knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife on his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, Lo Missy. It's obvious. They're Matt On Guard's.
tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what about this airtight testimony?
It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag.
I thought so.
What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well... And I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab it to anyone.
Her blab knob is stuck on 10, and there's no turning it down, trust me.
Yeah, well, this old bag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. On Guard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death.
Alright, let's see. What do you got to say about this?
We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves.
The scandal with Mr. Corita, but why?
Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide.
Suicide?
Her name was Celeste Impax. And she was Ron Cordia's manager.
but he doesn't. I'm so confused.
The victim's manager?
But that's not all, pal. Miss Impax and Miss Adrian Andrews' manager. She was her mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
A woman who has both Mr. Corita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor? Could her suicide have something to do with this case?
Do you want to know more about her, pal? Of course we want to know more. It could help with our investigation. She was the victim's manager and was also Mr. Adrian Andrews' manager. It's been 2 years since her suicide, but now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence.
I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish.
Miss Karma!
You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
You don't mean...
You do. Scruffy, you have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. Or as we say in Germany, au Wiedersehen.
Wait! Please wait, sir! If I don't get this money...
If it weren't for traitors like you, is that what you want? wanted to say. Who?
That voice. Edgeworth!
This person. This is Miles Edgeworth.
What am I going to do? Still blaming others like you haven't changed a bit from just now. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame? You've soiled Von Karma's name and dragged it through the mud. Run away with your tail between your legs like the ill-breed dog you are. And let's get Francesca. How are things? I hear you were having a Your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand this over to you. Never. Miss Phoenix, right? I will see you tomorrow. In court. It will be clinical lesson or the meeting of social difference. Wild marriages.
I thought you, the prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Mr. Nick?
I never wanted to see you again. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? What is that supposed to mean? The truth? What is going on inside his head? One year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish! It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth!
Let me ask you something. What's your reason?
Well, if it was Franziska, she would most definitely say,
I will defeat you this time. The instant. Oh,
no, that's you.
the instant she saw me.
But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. Those who think of only their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you are a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth.
Looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn.
a lot I have yet to learn. Me? Alrighty then.
This one is another key to the case.
Do you really think so?
She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But suddenly, she was called away by a production and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impax died.
But her death was a suicide, right?
Yes. But there is still one riddle left unsolved.
A riddle?
Her suicide note. It went missing. No one can find it.
A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Oop, wrong selection. Tell us more about this.
Miss Impax's
The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impax had even written such a note? But who would hide such a thing?
The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself.
The victim?
He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note.
Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note? But why?
As long as her I think you should look this up. Part 1.
Part 1? Better take a quick look at this. Okay. What can you tell me of this?
I like Susan Bits. First of all, the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2.
2 parts.
What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part.
Second part of the report about an attempted suicide? The attempter's name was... It's Adrian Andrews?
Miss Andrews? What did she do?
She tried to kill herself. She doesn't seem like the kind of person that would try and kill herself. Well, she looked like it when we met her.
Adrian, there's a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
Isn't everybody?
Secret? With like 17,000 Cyclops?
That's the key.
Codependency? The word most unsuited to describing that woman. So, how are Adrian Andrews and codependency related?
Suicide. It was a few days after that.
And?
Quite possibly because she had lost her will to live.
Lost her will? But why would she...
Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impax, was gone forever. That's why.
Why would that...
Is that what they call following someone to the grave?
Without someone to guide her, she feels unsafe herself.
And that's her codependency? Then that means her super confident attitude.
A facade. She's only copying her mental behavior to hold herself together.
How terrible. That's it for him. Back to the client's hotel room. Time to talk to her.
Goodbye, that's why. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel. On guard hotel room.
Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
Miss Von Karma?
What are you doing here?
Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so
You've got some nerve, but
I'm not following you around. Following you?
That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Pearls.
Always follow after that Mr. Detective with the low beard.
me? Following after Scruffy? Oh, don't make me laugh. I will show you something interesting.
What is that?
An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective.
He mentioned that in the circus case.
A tracking device?
Yes.
And with that, I know that fools everyone.
So that noise we heard from this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now.
Now then, stop wasting time. H.J. Andrews. Yes. Think hard about what we just talked about. Understood? Alright.
What were those two talking about?
Miss Andrews. She seems a little dazed, doesn't she?
Well, let's see if we can open up those Cyclocks on her.
So many.
Unfortunately, they're not going to be as easy to break as Old Bag was. Why was Jan Curry murder? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why were you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Engard's life in danger by your actions? You were not that close? You are not good at being intimate with another person? Somehow I highly doubt that.
I'm very bad at connecting. They're so depressing. But I especially dislike feeble-minded individuals.
Yes, well,
That's why I don't think I could ever be intimate.
so I guess she's saying I'm both depressing and stupid because I used the wrong item. But I am certain you were very close with the victim.
Say that all you like. But you still haven't proved.
Yes, I do. You and Mr. Corita had an intimate relationship, didn't you not?
Silly third-rate tabloid article. It you ever have half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish.
Well, it seems quite a few people brought into this story.
As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars.
Note to self, stay on her good side.
In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships.
I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone?
I need to get close to Mr. As if there was ever such a need.
Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurata for his person and sake?
Take that!
Celeste Impacts, your mentor.
Why do you know about Celeste?
Miss Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan's Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita, so you could find out more about her suicide.
You have a great imagination. You may have a future next slimy muckraker for a future third-rate tabloid.
Miss Andrews?
There's no mystery surrounding your death. No. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for now.
Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved.
Take that!
Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like, maybe the person who discovered her body? Mr. Kurita?
What?
And, Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita.
I've sat quietly and it's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others.
That's the impression you like to give, however. I don't think that's who you really are. I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you.
Take that!
Miss Andrews, you weren't thought it through.
You went through it too.
You went through it too, didn't you?
Went through what?
A suicide? Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, and you live by yourself.
I've been very independent ever since I came here.
However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had.
Stop. When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what became of her note.
You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impact's note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes.
What do you mean?
What topic did we start this conversation on again?
Was the victim...
Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one most likely to want Mr. Kurita dead.
Me?
Miss Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even committing murder.
Murder? How would I know if the guy's dead, though?
And figure out the mistake we made. Let's talk.
It's true. I'm a woman who could only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. That's one thing. It's the one thing I want to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone.
I'm sorry.
You probably think I'm a worthless human.
Please, Miss Andrews. All I want is to know the truth.
Everyone seemed like they were together.
So you got close to Mr. Kurita to recover her suicide note, correct? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
They purposely add fuel to the fire. They keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for that. It just doesn't suit me. That's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so...
I understand.
Oh, I have one small favor to ask. For my attempted suicide, I'd like for you to keep it secret.
Miss Andrews.
If people found out about it, I would sooner choose to die than live.
All right, I understand. You'll keep it a secret.
And then bring it up.
Miss Andrews, I guess she's always the always thinking type. She never says anything carelessly, it seems.
Thank you very much.
What is it?
Miss Andrews had a card in her hand since a little while back.
A card? Yeah, I guess she has since we met her the first time. Miss Andrews, if you don't mind me asking, what is that card you're holding?
Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my hand.
What is it? It looks like a seashell?
That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up.
Her not remembering something clearly? Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence.
Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Ingard in your capable hands.
Nothing left to do. Time to head back to the office.
Gatewater Hotel, hallway.
Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh, Pearls. She looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all, and has been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right?
Oh no. I'm okay, really. I'm fine. I really am.
You don't look fine to me.
March 21st, Wright & Co. Law Offices.
So, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrew had a motive.
You mean Miss Impact's suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever.
Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
Hello? This is the law office of Wright & Co. Mr. Wright, you're not answering a phone. Maya? Where's Maya? As I promised, I have not come within a few feet of her this whole time. Which is why I suppose she is absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost, wouldn't you agree? Wait! Maya, let me hear her! Very well.
Ask my
Maya, is that you?
sis. Ask my sis.
Maya! Damn it, he cut me off.
Mystic Maya said ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis. What does she mean by that? She means contact Mia, you dummy. Come on, Phoenix. Oh, it's you.
Come on, Phoenix.
Oh, sister.
Oh, come on, Phoenix. Ah, you're a hopeless one.
Sorry? Ah! Mia!
I have a message from her. So come, ask me anything you want.
How's Maya?
The kidnapper is going to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear she's safe. But Mia, how did you know?
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left, and I gathered as much information.
I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like this. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper. What's he like?
I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer the phone call at the hotel and was drugged.
And?
She didn't see the face of her. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard while I was with her.
When you were with her?
No? I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me, so I'm not going to die.
Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now.
Huh? Someone dropped a card.
Kinda looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's a picture of a seashell. Strange card.
Drat, it's locked.
This door's lock seems heavy enough to open.
Uses a plastic card and a stiff piece of card.
Click, it magically opened the door.
I wonder if there's a card like that around here. You just looked at it. A shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key to out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting, or worried.
And that concludes Investigation Day 1 for Ace Attorney Part 2. When we come back, we will be doing the first day trial Part 1 of this case. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you want. Ring the bell to be notified when the next video comes out. And until then, This is Sora and Ami Darkchild signing off. Have a good night, folks.